Hey YouTube, it's the Angelic Alchemist. Today I'm going to be doing a Coraline Theory on my own. I'm a big fan of the movie, and I've been watching a lot of Coraline Theory videos on my cell phone. And I wanted to do one of my own because I noticed something on my cell phone watching the movie. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, see it. I do not recommend watching this without watching the movie first. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to click off this video, starting now. Okay, time to get on with the theory. Now, as you can know, if you've seen the movie, and which you probably have if you're watching this, the other world contains people that are basically sort of mirror images to the ones in the real world that Coraline is from, such as Beldam, aka the other mother, other Wybie, other dad, other Mr. Bobinski, and the other old ladies. I forget their last names, but their first names are Miriam and April. Don't ask me how I remember those. Just you see them a lot more. I think the last name, I know one's Miss Fink, and I think the other's is Forster or something like that. Anyways, in the other world, towards the end of the movie, Coraline proposes a game with the Beldam, the monster, where she has to find 3 eyes that belong to the other children the Beldam has kidnapped over the years. Now, the first one she goes after, it's in the garden that the other mother had planted for her. Because Coraline wanted a garden. Now, the thing is that in this garden, we see the other father do something interesting. He actually apologizes to Coraline while the praying mantis tractor lawnmower thing is attacking her, and he's actually being controlled. He's not controlling it, it's controlling him. And he actually breaks an arm free so he can give her the eyeball so she can get home, which implies that he has free will. We also see this with the other Wybie, or Wyborn, because he actually frowns at one point when he knows what the Beldam's going to do to Coraline, as well as we see what she does to him, which is make him smile permanently with using thread. Of course, Coraline removes this thread from his face and tries to get him to escape with her, where he shows her the truth of what he is, a gigantic living doll. He removes his glove, showing that he's nothing but sand inside, and because he helps her escape, he's punished. When Coraline returns to retrieve her parents and save the other kids, she sees other Wyborn's clothing, basically his jacket and his boots, hanging from the flagpole, which implies that he's no more. And this upsets Coraline because she owed him. He saved her life. Now, there are other characters which proves that he also had free will. He chose to give his life so Coraline could go free, as did the other father. Which shows they were probably earlier creations of the other mother because they show up earlier in the movie than the other 2 creations she has. Well, 3. Which implies that they do not have as much free will, which implies that she actually learned her lesson from the first 2. Too much free will make them disobey her, and she doesn't like that. The other 3 creations are the other neighbors. The other Mr. Bobinski is, when Coraline confronts him, is a bunch of rats pretending to be jumping mice in his clothes. Now, he says not even that anymore, which implies that maybe he did have more free will than he had a bit too much free will as well, which means that he possibly protested her trapping the child here. He didn't like that, so she turned him into a bunch of. He basically just gave the voice to the rats to try and trick Coraline, or actually prevent her from escaping. While Miss Fink Enforceable, that's her name. I finally remembered. Sorry, that's my phone. YouTube. Okay. Anywho, they are basically tapping people when she confronts them. Gets the other eye. The second eye, if I remember right. Which implies that possibly they protested too, or they were already like that and it was just an illusion. We don't know. Because we don't see them much of those three in the movie. They only each show up twice. The first time is when Coraline actually visits their areas of the house in the other world, and again when she returns to retrieve the eyes, which are in those areas. Sort of like a video game. But we do know that the other father and the other Wybie actually do have free will and don't want to hurt Coraline. So it proves that the Beldam made a mistake. In the past, obviously, she may have not created other people before, which is why they have more free will, because we don't really know what the other world was like in the past. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. I'm the Angelic Alchemist. I make theories about what I want, when I want. Catch you next time, and happy Easter, because Easter's coming up. If you're watching this after Easter, well.